What is going on, you beautiful people? Welcome back to a brand new video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, because most of you watch the videos and don't even press the subscribe button, so if anything, that's just rude. But I keep meaning to do one of these like first drives since obviously I've had my map done. I haven't sort of gone and done it for ages. I kept postponing it because the weather was always awful. Like, it's sort of sunny today, but it's still damp, so we're still going to have traction issues. But this is the closest I can get, and I wanted to get done, otherwise I'm going to have to wait till summer, which I'll probably sell the car by then. That's a joke, just probably a lot of you sending comments. So yeah, we're now going to go and finally get like the first drive since we are like stage 2, I guess you could say, with the pops and bangs and everything all good like that we've got done at Evolve. So it's going to be awesome. We're about to go get on the open road now, as they say, and yeah, it should make a good video. I'm going to try and mix up the angles as well. I can't do one of them pop perspective ones because my GoPro I can't see on my phone, so I never know if I'm looking at like up in the sky or down at my lap with the camera angle, so you have to bear with me for that one. So just a quick rundown of what the car is in. It's in sort of the sport mode, so it's in MDM, so I have sport on the actual like engine performance, not Sport Plus, because Sport Plus is just, it's a bit too much for road use in my personal opinion. Obviously Sport Plus suspension, Sport Plus steering, so it feels a lot more heavier and weighted, but I prefer it in a way. Maneuvers is horrible, but driving at speed is nice. I feel like you can sort of get more feedback. Not that like you don't get great feedback, but you get some feedback through the steering wheel, and the more weighted feel, it feels nicer thrown around than a really light steering wheel where you feel like you're just gonna go like that and it's gonna fly off somewhere. Like it's personal preference, isn't it? But people like in comfort. I like it in like the Sport Plus. I literally leave it in that when I'm dailying it about, just because I prefer the feeling of it. Sounds good, doesn't it? There we go. Can you literally, it's the traction's fighting with the ground, but if I turn the traction off, I'll probably end up in one of these ditches, so I'm not going to do that for safety. So the roads were a lot drier where I just was, and now where I've come, they're a lot wetter. I don't know if it's because it's like a damper condition around here, so I'm going to try and get to the bit where it's sort of more open, so I'm hoping that'll be more dry, because then we can actually film something with traction. But there is some nice little dual carriageways over there that will have some grip, but I only have 44 miles till empty, but there is a petrol station over there, so I'm going to aim for that direction and I'll pick up the camera again. So I believe I've just gained some more grip in the rear tyres. I've heated them up a bit, did a little skirt, and yeah, I think we should have a bit more grip now, but let's see. It's still fighting for grip, but it's very wet and like sort of like farmer around here. There's like paintball place and shit like that, so I'm still going to aim for that dual carriageway because that's where I'm going to get the grip. Well, it's not really dual carriageway, like an A-road sort of thing, but this car, it's phenomenal. I can't lie, it's like, it just feels so good to drive, and the steering, it's just so twitchy. Like, you can never just, you can't do like in the Golf, you can do like one hand on, just put your foot down, like pin it, and worry about nothing, no matter what, you're safe. In these, you have to be on the ball non-stop, otherwise shit will hit the fan quick, which is why I can live in a constant life of fear. It's good fear. So, been to the petrol station. I thought I'd give you more of like a Pov's perspective. So obviously you've got your power and torque gauges there, you've got your Newton meters and the KWs, love that. And yeah, so now I'm going to try and get on some more openish roads for you, so you can see more the sort of like the driver's perspective. And I also have a flat tyre light, but they're not flat, they're literally like one below what they should be, so I'm going to get them pumped up soon. I just keep putting it off, but literally the tyres are fine because I can see it on the actual screen and I have eyes, so yeah, don't worry about that too much. And I'm pretty sure plenty of you will tell me in the comments about it. Good car. Also, I'm not sure if you can see from here, I'm trying to work out, you might be able to see like my heads up display. What I'll do is I'll change it so it has the actual Sport Plus one. Now I'm in the M view. The M view is so sick. I love it. It's probably one of my favourite parts of the car, right? Because you just see your revs and then like your gear, and then in the tiniest bit it's got your speed, and then it just sort of, I feel like it gives you the sort of cockpit of a fucking missile. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just gives you that extra touch. So I'll put that a little bit. And it also comes up, I'll try and get it to where it goes to the revs, will like come up red shift lights, and it is the most coolest thing in the world. Like, it's the coolest, I guess you could say, like party trick ever. I tried to do like a second gear one, but I probably should spin up really. I love it. It is so sick. This car is such a fun car to drive. And the one thing I must say about the car, which I love compared to like Mercedes, VW, when you have the gearbox in auto, and obviously even in, like when you put the gearbox, an auto gearbox into manual on these, you can hit that red line and sit on it. Whereas in a VW, a Mercedes, it will automatically always shift to like save the car. But in a BMW, it's like, if you want to smash on that fucking red line, you smash it as much as you want, mate. Like, it's up to you. Down, best car ever driven. I love it. Such a fun car to drive. Like, if anyone is looking to buy an M3 or an M4, or like probably just any M car in general, I haven't driven any other ones, but I'm pretty sure they get the same point across. It's such a, like, a lot of people will sort of give BMW, like usually it's Jack car owners, give people shit saying like, don't get good feedback from the car, it's not this, it's not that, but they've never driven one. Drive one, and then you can answer that, because little Lee Lockwood did that. He moaned about them, and now he's bought an M3 and loves it. So Lee, yeah, there you go, evidence. So day in and day out since owning this car, being over 500 brake, I feel like it's a 3 litre twin turbo, you know it's going to be juicy. At first I used to hate it, like I was like, oh, I almost put fuel in this, but now once you've owned one for a while, like it's been this sort of power about, say, around 2 months now, I'm used to it, and I just sort of accept the fact that it is what it is. Like, you have to have that to enjoy it. So now I don't find the fuel too bad, just because I expect it, and I don't have to daily this car, so it doesn't matter too much. It's a weekend car. Well, to be fair, like my weekend's in the week as well, so it's a bit of everything. But like, it's the perfect all-round car. I love it. One shit part, the car is too wide to fit in a normal parking space. I shit you not. Whenever you park next to people, it's like the tiniest gap. I hate it. I always try and park the furthest in the car park, but you always have that one person come park next to you, and then you're blocked in. And like, these cars are so wide, they do not fit in a normal parking space. Like, if you own one, you'll understand what I mean. It is a nightmare. When I'm parking like Westfield, up London, I have to look for like the parallel parking spots to get it in, and even then this thing's well long, it's like a boat. But when you're driving it, it doesn't feel too boaty. It's really weird. Like, you think it's going to be like really heavy, but you don't feel too heavy when you're driving. It still feels like quite light, which is surprising to me. Some people may not agree with that, but that's my personal preference of it. But there's no way you can own one of these cars and not drive it without a smile on your face. But yeah, traction is not a thing at the moment. Even with, I've got traction on, but it's just fighting, and I want to turn it off, but it's too wet. I don't trust the car, or I don't trust myself with the car in the wet with traction off yet. In the summer, I'll be alright, because it's hot, you can get heating the tyres, and you sort of feel like more, I don't know, you just feel better about it. But in this sort of weather, it's still a big fear factor of driving the car. But I love it, so it's one of them thrills where it makes you feel sick, like so sick, but you love it, and you just want to keep doing it more. You want to keep feeling sick. It's really weird, but you just love it, and you just keep wanting more. It's so sick. Engine noise is a must. The S55 may sound shit out the exhaust, but I feel like in the cabin, it's probably some like artificial sound as well, to be fair, but it sounds sick. You feel like you're strapped to the back of the engine, sort of thing. It's a really weird, like, it's cool. It's a weird sensation, like a weird sound. It's probably because I'm used to shitty little Fords where they sound fucking awful half the time. But these sound awesome. Oh my god, can he see? Jesus. But on that note, I've also just launched like these M Performance door seal things. I'll show them on the screen. If anyone wants a set, drop me a message and I'll sort it out for you. Like, just DM me on Instagram. Also, B7 Performance staff has been going mad, man. So mate, like, thank you for all of the support coming towards that sort of thing. I want to start doing more BMW stuff. We're looking to do that, and we have now partnered up with a detailing brand. So if you want to get some detailing products for your car, obviously it's winter, it's Christmassy, you need to clean your car because it's going to be filthy. So make sure you go check that stuff out, and yeah, there's plenty of stuff on there. I might do like a video soon cleaning the cars, because they are, well, the Fiesta's not really dirty because it's not really gone anywhere, but it could do with a clean and see where the water leaks in from. And the BM, it definitely needs a clean. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. Comment down below, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, check out B7 Performance. There's probably something on there for any car you want or need or have. Yeah, and thank you for the continued support on that, and obviously YouTube side of things. And I'm guessing this is going to be up very close to Christmas, so have a good Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next one. Peace.